Very important message for you if you are sick and tired of what you are seeing online, if you are bored of what's unfolding in your industry, if you're just scrolling and you're just seeing the same old stuff over and over, regurgitated in different ways, and you're feeling this sense of boredom, restlessness, annoyance, rage on certain days, perhaps, or just really, really fed up, like you almost want to just walk away from the whole thing. You want to quit your industry or change direction entirely. There is a specific reason for this. And the reason is that the consciousness on this planet is shifting so much. It is inevitable. It is happening. And you, Magical Soul, are someone that is here to really step up into the higher frequencies. And so, as I say this, you may already have very deep awareness of this, and you may actually be walking that path in a very, conscious way. You may, however, not have really tapped into it fully yet. So I want to reassure you that what you're experiencing is very, very important part of the journey. It's almost like a rite of passage where you have to get so disheartened and fed up and bored and just you've had enough. And I resonate with all of that because I've definitely walked that path as well. But what it's doing on an energetic level, it is pulling you out of this 3D gray or black and white world where everybody's the same, everybody's regurgitating the same level of information, which is just going around and around in cycles and circles, where everybody's just repackaging the same stuff, right? And what's happening with the consciousness is that humanity is starting to really break out of this, really, really step up beyond this frequency. So there are going to be certain people who are not walking the path. They're going to stay at a certain level and underneath that, where that looks like a just a cycle. Same old, same old, same old. When you hit that threshold of breaking out, which is usually in the form of some kind of activation, remembrance, realization, whatever it is, you start to break out of that ceiling and you go into this sort of in between state where you get really, really fed up with what you're seeing. So, what a lot of people do at this point, they don't realize, they just throw it away. They just say, I quit, or I'm just going to come off social media, or I'm just going to change my industry, or I'm going to unplug my business and set up a completely different business. And that might be some people's path. But what actually you're being required to do is step it up, shift your frequency, start to operate at a much higher capacity. And what that's going to look like is you paving the way for the actual work that you came here to bring through. So a lot of us are feeling this ache and this remembrance that we are actually here to bring through some other things, some things for the planet that are going to assist. So, what that's going to look like is it's not going to look like your colleague's way of doing it. If you're in business, it's not going to look like maybe a lot of people where you're scrolling on social media and you're looking at their missions or what they've achieved, even people you perceive as being successful and they seem to be succeeding in the sort of 3D frequency. Your stuff isn't going to look like that. And what's going to be required of you is a whole load of courage to step up and step into this higher frequency version of you. And this is where I'm really equipped at guiding you and assisting you, because that's like my zone of genius, because I walk that path, and also that's my mission, to help you step up, because we are being called now. Feel this. If you're receiving this message, this is not an accident. It's landing on you because you're supposed to receive this message. But we are in a certain level of consciousness now where the frequency is shifting. So no matter how much work you've done on yourself, no matter how much healing and growth you've done, there is more. And a lot of this is looking like stepping up into the next level. And I realize as I say this, these phrases have been used so much online, they're almost starting to lose meaning. So I hope that you can feel the energy of what I'm saying, because there is another level, there is another phase, and a lot of people don't understand it. The reason you're feeling what you're feeling is because you're here to pioneer it. You're not alone because there's many of us around the planet doing it, but you may feel alone because in your circle, in your industry, your community, or even within your clients, if you have them, you may feel like you're going easy, you're trying to be understood, and you don't want people to misunderstand you. So there's a whole like lid to blow off here. So no, most important takeaway, I suppose, is know that if you are feeling restless, bored, fed up, exhausted by what you're seeing, I'm so happy. I'm delighted. Welcome, welcome to the next season. And if you just have the courage to stay with it, let yourself feel into what is coming through, be really honest with yourself as to the things that are no longer working for you, the things that you've outgrown, the people maybe in your maybe like circle or community or wherever you are, being really honest with yourself. That's going to be key. And of course, if you want my assistance, get in touch, because this is what I do. I help people with basically stepping up, living, creating in this higher frequency, activating you, bringing through the next piece, clearing you, strengthening you, all the magic, right? Because we have magic to be getting on with. And this is why you're feeling the stirrings. So celebrate that and trust it.